Harry Goatcher, boat number 4 out of Las Vegas, Nevada in the lead. And look at the lead Harry Goatcher has. He is out there riding hard.
Hey everyone, we're here with Haulin Harry Goatcher. How you going, mate?
I'm doing good, Cam. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for your time.
No, you're welcome.
Now, you might be asking yourself, why are we in front of a jet ski? Why are we in front of this jet ski? Well, think to yourself, imagine owning one of Haulin Harry's rainbow skis, like the original rainbow skis, or an Allen-S ski, or even the Westcoast 5 ski. Well, this is the new ski in the lineage that is Haulin Harry's career. This is called his comeback ski. So Harry, why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
Oh, this is my baby here. So we got this ski last year after not being on the water for 25 years. I hadn't ridden anything, and once I met Corey, we got back into riding, and we got this ski completely stock. And when I say completely stock, it was all the way stock, no water routing, no ignition. And nothing. And they told me I could ride it in the lights class. And to me, the lights class sounded like a stock class. So I'm like, hell, stock class, I'm gonna do good. I trained, and I rode for 3 months, and we put it on the line last year. And we got smoked. The lights class is a class that you can do a lot of legal things to the ski, a lot. You can put an ignition, you can water out, you can make it a heck of a lot faster, all legally. But you have to go by the rule book. So this last year, going into this RPM Jet Jam series, we not only kept training, but we hired all the right people, and we put all the right parts in this boat, and we got 4 miles an hour more than we had. Yeah.
Wow.
4 miles an hour more than we had at my first season. So that first season, since everybody was coming off of COVID, some of the guys didn't ride. I rode all the races, and I won the little title, the regional #1 vet title. And that was special. But I knew coming into this following season here, this last season, it was going to be a 6-race series. That's kind of a lot, Cam. 6 races, 20 motos. That's like a mini IGSBA tour.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like the good old days.
It really was. So we have maxed this thing out to the legal limit of the lights class. And this is the fastest 800 bar none.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you've done to it to make it so special?
Yeah, I sure can. One, the water routing in the lights class is very important.
Yeah.
You can dry the pipe, they can put restrictors in there, and I have people to do that. I worry about this and the ride plate. I remember the Bill Chapin?
Yeah, that's right. Getting yourself in the right position.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. So, and then you can advance the timing, which is also legal. We got a Z-Tronics ignition in here, and that really helped out a lot. So this boat is so fast. The 800 boat that I have right here, there's no doubt that this is the fastest 800. Every time I'm on the line, there's no 800 that can even catch this boat.
Well, before we talk about the real nuts inside and what gives you that power, let's talk about the outside and what you've done and the work you've done. Because you need to handle it, right? Like you can't just have a whole lot of power. You need the right rider, but you also need to have the right equipment.
Well, Cam, you really said something there.
Yeah.
Because as you well know, back in my day, there was no handling. There wasn't any options. So all the pro watercraft sponsons, the ride plate, everything is on this boat. We've had the hull tuned and straightened because, these vintage boats are old. And even if you buy a vintage boat, whether it be 550, 60, it doesn't matter. These boats are old. And, they may have gotten warped over the time or dropped out of a truck. Nobody knows.
Well, can you tell us about how the hull was when you got it and what work was done to it to make it not just like anybody else's SXR?
Well, I'm not really sure what was done before, but we just had a little issue with it turning right properly, and I really struggled with that. I mean, big time. And once we went to John Crabb at Performance Fiberglass, he gel coated and sanded and dialed this thing in. This thing is so predictable. It does and goes exactly where you tell it to go.
Yeah, right. And what about you've got some rear sponsons on here. You basically got all the goodies to make it handle right.
Oh, of course. It's a full Pro Watercraft package. And we've gone through a couple of sets to where, and let me touch on this too, which this is important. Every rider doesn't ride the same. Every rider doesn't weigh the same. Every rider isn't the same height. So you have to adjust these sponsons and the right sizes and whatever you want to fit your riding style.
Sure.
You tell me that this isn't a new world.
Absolutely.
For me. And also hiring mechanics and paying for entry fees. And this has all been something that was foreign. So
we've got the handling gear. You've got the amazing jet trim Mac kit with the custom number 3 Haulin Harry on it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So it is a signature ski. It's got your name written all over it.
It sure does.
You've got the RRP pole carbon parts here with the pole cover. It's an aluminium setup. It's the top of the line. Tell us a bit more. Is there anything else we should look at on the outside that makes this ski so special?
Sure. Come to the front of the ski.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is kind of special.
Hall of Fame member, 2007. How good. You got to earn that one. You can't pay for it.
Can't buy that one.
No.
I tell you what, look, you know how we ad lib and we just talk from the heart, man. You know how we always
Absolutely.
do. This means a lot because this is something that you have to be voted into. And, championships are good. But when you're voted into something like that, I tell you what, that's real special.
Yeah.
It's real special.
Not everyone gets a nickname.
Yes, indeed.
Haulin Harry. So you've got all the riding gear here to make it, geez, that's nice and that's smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, well, why don't you take off the hood, show us what's underneath this that makes it one of the best lights boats that you could possibly have. And not only that, but it's a Haulin Harry lights boat. This is one of a kind. Wow, where do we start? Talk to me.
Where I would start, because so it's an absolute stock motor. Mm-hmm. I think we're just once over on the piston. It's not like you can bore this out. It has to be exactly legal limit for the lights class and it is.
Sure.
But all this red line right here is water lines that have been dried out, Cam. And if you see this, just jet works. This is a water control restrictor.
Valve. Yeah.
Okay, and there's another one right here.
So that would have been tuned with the right amount of pressure so that...
Big time.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. It's not... I don't get involved with this. But I just know that we went to the best of the best to get it done.
It's one of those things. It's not just, do exactly the same restricted pressure because it all has to match this ski with this carburation.
That's
with,
exactly right.
that head compression.
Right.
It all has to work in synergy, right?
Now, once we freshen the motor up, brand new crank, brand new piston.
Oh, wow. So it's not just a top end. It's a
full
bottom-up build.
No. Brand new crank, brand new pistons, brand new gaskets, brand new everything.
Yeah.
And I've got 6 races on it.
Wow. Well, it's beautifully clean. And you're only using it for racing, aren't you? Because you do a lot of training, but this is your race boat.
This is definitely the race boat. Now, you had said carburation, so I really want to point out these velocity stacks. They created so much more air going in there that the boat, look, we put these velocity stacks on and the boat didn't run.
Because velocity stacks, they literally speed up the airflow, don't they? This because of the angles and the way the air sucks in.
When we put these velocity stacks on, we went out and the boat felt boom. It fell straight on its face. We went up jet size on this big time.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was all day of carbs coming on, carbs coming off, and we were close, and then we finally just nailed it. I know, look, I'm telling you, I know a lot of people that have 800s that put those stacks on, can't get them to work.
Yeah, right. But it's all about the tuning, right? And you've got the right mechanics behind you.
It's all about the tuning. And we dedicated a lot of time to making these things work. These things, the velocity stacks help my mid-range and top end.
Right.
It was a big difference.
What else can you do to the lights? Because, I mean, it really is the finessing. It really is the fine tuning.
Well, let me tell you what I've been told by a lot of people in this class. It's a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, because you can't port the cylinder.
Yep.
You can't mill the head. you only have to have a certain amount, you're only allowed a certain amount of compression. So every little bit here and there helps. And these lights guys, they've been in this same class for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And I just got into it last year.
Yeah, right. You know what I love, just on another quick point, is that you said you were all about the finger throttle and you're the rider. You don't do the mechanics and you haven't lied about that. You've been very open with it, but you do keep a clean ski. That was your appreciation to the people that sponsored you and supported you back then, right?
Oh, you remembered that, huh? Yeah, I knew you would. Now, you know what? I mean, you have to take care of them. And we don't just clean this ski every time we're done. We detail it, and we detail Corey's X2.
Yep.
The pole as would always, get just water spots on them. Ain't happening. We got solvents that we put on it. And, this thing is an absolute mint of a ski.
It is. It's beautiful.
I'm thrilled to have been on it. It's done me a great job.
So, without further ado, I mean, someone could be taking this home. They could have this ski. It's not just going to be, look at that beautiful 5 West Coast ski. Imagine having that rainbow ski wherever it is, if it exists.
True story.
Someone can actually own their very own legacy ski that is part of your career. And there's only one. This is the comeback one.
You know what? That's a good point because the R&R boats were a few.
Yep.
The West Coast boats were many.
Mm-hmm. Because you had Super Stock, you had Pro Mod, but this is the only one.
Back then.
True.
This is one of one.
Right.
This is a one of one. And this has been worked on by the best of the best and taken care of. And we have won two regional titles, which I'm pretty proud of.
Wow. So it's got titles. It's owned by you.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
But I might want to do some different things in the sport. It remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I know we're not getting out. We want to stay, and the 800's been a phenomenal ski for me. But we thought we'd just give everybody a walk around the ski and tell everybody about it and take it from there.
Well, here it is. Thank you so much, Harry. It's a real pleasure to see you in person, to go over a beautiful ski that is yours and it's part of your career, just like all the other ones, but this is the new edition. And I hope so, if there is someone out there that knows the history and can really appreciate it, anybody would want this ski, because if you know that this is a fast lights boat that wins races, that's enough for you to go and buy it.
We win on this thing. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's part of your legacy. It's part of the Haulin Harry Goatcher race line, so to speak.
Yeah, right.
And someone can own this piece of history. So if they want to race it, absolutely. But if they want to put it on their shelf because this is a part of history, then so be it, and we'd understand that.
Sounds good.
Cool. Thanks very much for your time, Harry.
Always a pleasure, Cam.
Appreciate that, mate.
All right.